Number 3 is going to require us to set up a ratio. And we want to get kind of good at recognizing when that is what they're testing, because they do come up a lot, and there are some things that they can try to do to mess with us. So this is number 3 in the test. So it's not going to be that hard, but we want to just put good habits in place. So this is a good example of just like show your work, so that way when they do try to trick us, we're less likely to fall for it because we have the good habit of kind of writing everything out and getting a good setup that allows us to catch the mistake. So what does showing your work look like for a ratios question? Well, we're going to create 2 fractions to capture the relationship here, the rate. And so when we do that, we want to make sure we keep our units consistent. So let's look at this. In a random sample of 200 cars of a particular model, 3 have a manufacturing defect. So I might say that that's 3 defects for every 200 cars. There's a rate. Now we're going to extrapolate, right? We're going to get a different value because we're going to say, well, what happens if we have more cars? So at this rate, how many of 10,000 cars, so we put that in the same spot, the bottom of the fraction, will have a manufacturing defect. So that's X defects. Right, so the key for any ratios question is when we show our work, we want to include the units, because as these get harder, that's what they're going to do to try to trick us. They're going to try to slip some sort of unit trap in there, and we want to make sure we catch it. So if we do it on the easy ones, show our work, write out our units, it'll save us the points on the hard ones. Habits are repetitive. You got to do it all the time. Treat every question like they're trying to trick you, and you won't get tricked. So how do we solve this mathematically? This is when we have 2 fractions equal to each other. We can cross multiply. Now to be clear, cross multiplication is a special situation. Normally when we multiply fractions, we just go across, right? Multiply the tops, multiply the bottoms. But because of that equal sign, that lets us go diagonally, right? So 200 times x is 200x. 3 times 10,000 is 30,000. And then how do we finish it off? We divide to get x by itself, so we divide by 200. And look, we got the calculator. Might as well use it. 30,000 divided by 200 is 150, which is an answer, and it is the answer. So yeah, no surprises, but this is number 3. Number 13 or something later in the section, we might have a surprise. So I'm all about habits. We want to be prepared for the traps. That starts with the easy questions. Don't cut corners. It's not worth it.